with just a thought in mind about negativity release and in the times that we're in right now, and how important it is to actually release your negativity and be present as it releases. Many times, and this has been happening a lot lately this week for me, I noticed that I'm present to when the energy arises, a lot of negativity comes through. And I don't mean negativity in a harmful way, I mean negativity in a way where there is a release of energy that is no longer needed, because we're not really taught about negative energy. We're really more taught about positive energy. But negative energy, actually, we all have negative and positive energy, right? And so the negative energy is something that's not expressed a lot, because, everything is love and light. However, light does help dissolve negative energies. That doesn't mean that negative energy is not there. That means that it needs to come and express to release. And sometimes its expression is just merely that it arises through you, comes through you, and it doesn't have to be loud, but sometimes it comes in a more of an uncomfortable setting where there's energy just sometimes feels unsettled, and it's coming to release instead of looping back into your mainframe, or like your subconscious again, right? So I know we like to be into a lot of love, light, and positivity, but understand that each one of us does have a negative energy that we have to learn how to release as well. Sometimes you can go into nature to release that negative energy, and the trees and so forth can absorb it. And sometimes, if you haven't made it to nature, sometimes it kind of blows out in other places, like, while you're at home or around your loved ones. When these things happen, and sometimes there's a situation where you just may need to cry, right? That's been happening a lot for me lately. I've been just sitting with this very uncomfortable, this uncomfortable energy that's coming through, which a lot of times is my negative energy that's coming through. And sometimes you just want to cry because it's not a situation that needs to be swept back underneath the rug. It's just a release, and it's okay to show up to it. And what I mean when I say show up to the negative release, I mean basically sometimes you just need to. It's just sometimes just for you to learn how to be comfortable in an uncomfortable situation. I may have mentioned this in some of my other posts, that I had started doing Tai Chi in the mornings. And the reason that I am doing Tai Chi is it helps me slow down to the energy that moves kind of like the flow of water. And in doing so, when the negative releases come now, it's not that they are very comfortable, because they're not. But what I've learned and started experiencing is that I can actually not run away from it. And that's one of our things in humanity, is we run away from negative energy a lot because we just don't want to. We've been taught that that's not us and that's not who we should be, and we don't understand energy. And so many times when I speak to people, they may think that I um, have no form of, I don't know, sometimes they think that I'm crazy when I talk about energy, in the sense of how we're both positive and negative energy, just like a car battery. A car battery has positive energy, and it also has negative energy. Well, both energies exist, and a lot of times at the same time, just the same way as it is with humans. We both exist, have negative and positive energy. So I just wanted to share with you about like negative release, because it's totally okay in these times to be able to have these releases for a lack of understanding, right? When they come through, because everything isn't love and light, love and light, all of that. Sometimes it's like, oh my God, what is this? This is getting on my nerves. I don't like this. This is uncomfortable energy. Sometimes that pops up and you just need to just be present, not really say, you don't even have to say anything about it. Just be present. It's just energy that's coming through. And we are being taught now through these experiences that that's really what this is. It's energy that needs to move through, and then you balance, right? You back balance. So let's and then another thing too, because this happens a lot, and I had to watch myself too. When people talk to you, um, and they may be expressing themselves and it's the negative energy that's coming through them, you want to be quick to give them advice or act like and you're so highly evolved. And for me, I recognize that it's not necessarily for me to say anything. Sometimes just it's a humanitarian thing just to be present with somebody else, um, and be quiet. Not that I'm absorbing their energy, because I know how to put up healthy boundaries, but sometimes it's just okay to be present with someone else and not have a need to give them advice or have a need to tell them which way their journey should go. And this is someone who has wisdom when you do this. And so I'm starting to learn, like, I don't need to give people advice because I need to work and continue to focus on my own journey. It's not about me giving anyone else advice. Sometimes it's just being a human with that person at that time, so that they feel the connectivity, the collective or connective energy, but not necessarily need my advice about what's their next steps to do. So that's something else just to be mindful of when people are having negative releases, because we are quick to go into defense mode, because we have to push it away because we are so used to these belief systems that we have been given. So that's the only thing we know how to do, is just like, oh, that's negative. Don't be negative, love and light and all of that. No, sometimes just be quiet. Just be quiet. They are navigating their own journey, and you being quiet but still being present with them says enough about your humanity. Okay, so I hope that wherever you are in the world, everything that you are moving through right now is at least balanced, you know, at least balanced. I hope you find treasures in all situations. Seize these opportunities, even with through the negative releases that you may have, there is still an opportunity to seize growth, because that is growth when you're able to finally sit with uncomfortable energy and allow it to release through you. And it may come frequently as it finds its form of expression to keep you balanced between the positive and the negative. And it's not in the sense that you have been given like these belief systems. It's totally different when you start really recognizing that which helps us to grow. So may you all have a beautiful weekend. It's getting dark. I'm waiting for my girls. They are in tutoring right now, and I just wanted to come to you and share a little bit. That's it. I'm not, you know, the person who understands that really all we're doing in life is sharing with each other becomes someone who knows how to be quiet too. So I'm going to be quiet right now, and I'm going to say thank you for being here in this time frame, and may you have wonderful, wonderful, a wonderful journey. And until next time, peace and love, family.